and welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine, and this is going to be a reading for the Divine Feminine in the sign of Aquarius for the September 1st into the 15th. And the first row we hear, what the heck? Anyway, in the first row we have what your main situation is going to be, how you feel about it, how you should feel about it, what are any challenges, obstacles, lessons, or blocks? How you should proceed forward? What are your hopes in this situation? And what are your fears? And in the bottom row here, we have advice from the universe. Now I'm going to clarify with my Sibilis. I did clarify one card already because I was just trying to figure out if the person was you or someone else. But I'll clarify even more as we go. Let us see what you'll be dealing with. Journey. Dark-haired woman. Talent. Generosity. So, this is having to do with your journey, obviously. Dark-haired woman usually symbolizes the dark aspects of oneself, the shadow side of oneself, like any negative feelings we might be having, or it could represent another person, like a female foe, like if it was a third-party situation, someone you consider to be kind of like, not say your nemesis, but that's kind of what dark-haired woman is about. That's why I clarified it, because I wanted to try to figure out if this was you feeling this way, the darker aspects of yourself, or if this was a third-party situation. But it's, talent has to do with figuring out a way how to express yourself. I mean, can mean also talent, but in this situation, I think it's you're trying to figure out a way to give something to someone. This reminds me of like the Ace of Pentacles, the coin. To make some kind of offer in regards to your journey, and there's trying to figure out a way how to manifest that, how to express it, how to come up with a way to proceed on that. And the dark-haired woman, we got Doctore, which is someone who could solve a problem, a doctor, a lawyer. It also stands for healing. And then you had Falsita, which is falseness, deception. It could be from someone else or self-deception, healing, deception that someone did to you, again, or healing a part of ourselves that, maybe we were not addressing, shadow aspects, things of that sort. And Grand Consultation, sorry. Someone that's been sitting around in their thoughts, something that's waiting around for so long. So maybe this is healing of this situation after a long period of time of feeling this way. And that's why there's an expression that's needing to be figured out and how to give, because maybe something has been healed here. Let's see. Whoa. I didn't even ask. Well, we got La Fidelta, so this is obviously a relationship, it could be, twin flame, because journey. Maybe you're healing a relationship after, it's been a while, that was based in deception. But let's see, talent. Talent, speranza, is to have hope. L'amica, this is the female friend or the confidant. So you're having hope. Domestico. This is, like the male servant or the husband, someone that you live with. in La Superbia. This is usually ego, something ego-based. So, you know, maybe someone was doing things in a way that was, they were only thinking about themselves. And maybe there's somebody trying to exit. It could be you or this person trying to figure a way to rectify this situation after it's been a while, some time apart. And it was based around, you know, lies and deception. Let's see. Sorry if I shuffle a lot. I know some people shuffle and they just grab, but for me, it's like I would rather Spirit flip the card, just so I know that that is exactly what they want said. You know, that's just me. That's just how I feel comfortable doing it. So I apologize if it seems like I shuffle a lot, but for me, it's like I feel better having them flip the card, because again, I feel like that is definitely directly from them, that message, you know. La Costanza, this is to persevere. So whatever the situation is, you know, you're trying to persevere through it, because it was obviously something that was based on some kind of deceptiveness, and you're feeling like, you know, you have the strength to deal with this situation, or you want to have the strength to deal with this situation, or you don't have the strength. Well, we'll find out. Or you've gained strength in this situation. Fair gray-haired woman, this could be you, someone who's matured or grown as a result of this. Then you also have hidden enemy, which is kind of, you know, and the same thing as a dark-haired female. That's what I said. I'm not sure if this is you overcoming something within yourself in regards to this person, or this was them. And you're trying to, because you've grown in this situation, you're trying to have strength to deal with them coming back around. Let's see. Hidden enemy. Hidden enemy, you got militare. This is, you know, something that's difficult, to trying to strategize how to like maneuver through something. So this is how you feel. Maybe you feel like it'll be difficult dealing with this person. You don't know if you have the strength. Listen, Jade, there's going to be a message coming in from a distance, usually. This could be you delivering the message, or someone's going to be reaching out to you. This hidden enemy, or there's going to be this difficulty behind relaying a message, or some difficult aspect about a message that you're receiving in regards to, you know, this hidden enemy. Strength, you got Emmanuel, which is a strong bond, relationship, marriage. So again, you might be trying to have the strength to deal with this, you know, relationship where there was possible deception involved, either from another party or maybe from within you, some part that you were deceiving yourself about. But either way, there's going to be a message that needs to be delivered, or it's going to be received in regards to this situation. And how you should be feeling is reconciliation. Good news. Fair gray-haired man. So you got both, which means that you both could be older. This is usually, you know, late 30s, 40s, 50s even. Or it can symbolize that you've both grown from this experience. You've both matured. And, you know, it's good news. You should be happy that you're having another opportunity for this relationship or to have this reconciliation. So that always helps because, you know, when we're in our own thoughts, not knowing what should I do? What should I do? Because we're thinking a lot about the experience, about what happens, and we're kind of thinking about things from a 3D perspective. We're not looking at things from a spiritual perspective. We also aren't inside other people's heads. So, you know, we can know what we're thinking and feeling and stuff, but we don't always know what the other person is, especially if there's been a separation, especially if there's been no communication. You know, it's a lot of like wondering going on and assuming, and because people are left out in the dark. And so we oftentimes fear the worst or think, again, like I said, on the 3D level. We don't understand that, you know, in the spiritual world, they keep tabs on things differently. And any kind of growth is positive. And even though we may not see it here, you know, it's the universe sees it. And so that's why when I made this spread, I asked this question, because this is to help kind of put us at ease. Because if they're telling us, you know, think positively about it, then we can kind of, okay, you know. But if they tell us, then we know if our thoughts are right or wrong. So that's why I love this question here, because whatever's coming in, we're kind of, you know, should I, shouldn't I don't know, because again, we're thinking about the experience, what we went through here, and the not knowing, not being inside someone else's head or inside their heart, not knowing, has this person changed? Have they grown? We're kind of just expecting things to be the way that they were. That's why it's so good to get this. I love the tarot because they help keep us more in check and more grounded. They tell us what we need to know. And it's a very helpful tool. So as I have digressed now, let's get back to the reading. This is any challenges, obstacles, or lessons that might be involved in this. You have the Fool. This is, you know, taking a leap of faith, inspiration, being inspired, finding inspiration, finding a new spark within ourselves to want to give things another chance, you know, trying to find the inspiration. Home. So maybe this was a living situation. This could have been a marriage, or, you know, people want to move in together and build a home together. So this is going to be the challenge to kind of get out of our own thoughts and negative presumptions and to look at this as positive, that two people have grown from this situation. And it's good news. There's a new opportunity here. Take a leap of faith. You know, find it within ourselves to be inspired to embark on this next leg of the journey, and, you know, build a home and a life together. How you should proceed: abundance, clarity, sexual attraction. Now you should proceed forward, because there's abundance to be had here. You know, you've received clarity, or you're going to have clarity. You're going to receive clarity in this situation in order to proceed in this relationship. Let's see, clarity. Yeah, clarity. You're going to get a letter, or you should write a letter, because this is how you should proceed. So it's either, like I said, it's either you or the other person is struggling with this giving. And la lettera, this is like a love letter, expressing one's feelings. So that's how they want you to proceed. Somebody's got to open up. And what your hopes, you're hoping for the lovers, you're hoping for this union, this relationship. You're hoping that, the old foundations have been torn away and you can build on something from a new place, a place that's, gained wisdom. And speaking of gain, and moving forward, this is what you're hoping. You're hoping that, it's the old ways are destroyed and done with, and you have a new opportunity to move forward in a more healthy way in regards to this relationship. And what you fear is surprise. You fear the unknown. You fear, things repeating, so getting unexpected, unwanted surprises. Solitude, this is like the hermit. You're fearing that, maybe you're not using your intuition or your judgment in regards to the situation, and you're fearing, this kind of behavior. This is jealousy. This could be lies, deception, manipulation, or somebody not being truthful, someone hiding behind a mask. Let's see. Yeah, solitude, and maybe you're not. This is morte. This is death, transformation, transcending things. So maybe, let me see, solitude. Or maybe you're fearing being alone. You're fearing that things won't work out, that it's the end, the death of this, situation. Ooh. Solitude. You also have the death, and then you had Gran Signore, which is, person that you're dealing with here. µ. This is, someone who needs to travel, someone who wants to move forward, move on. Maybe you're fearing not being able to move on with this person and move forward. Donna Maritata, it's like the married woman. So maybe you're fearing the worst, like that nothing will happen here. It'll be unexpected, bad things will happen and the whole thing will kind of fall apart. And there won't be any moving forward or building a home with this person. What does the universe say? Victim. So let us see. I am not a victim. I choose to do what I am doing. Inspirational message. The green acorn indicates that being in denial may be holding you back. To move forward, you must make an honest assessment of your situation. Personal inquiry. How are my actions connected to my inability to create breakthroughs? Am I willing to make new choices in order to grow? Key ideas: feeling blocked, blaming others, past resentment, deluding yourself, potential for greatness. Keywords: growth, breakthrough, empowerment. So again, with the mature man, the mature woman, there's been growth on both ends in this situation. And, to not think of ourselves as the victim, to not be like the dark-haired woman in the negative shadow thoughts in regards to this, because everything is a learning experience. It takes two. And both people obviously have their own lessons to learn. And if they've learned them, you're now getting an opportunity for another chance. Live and learn. Don't feel like a victim in this situation. Like, you gained wisdom, you gained experience. And then you also have beloved. The unicorns are returning to planet Earth at this time of the great spiritual shift back to source. They arrive from the 7th dimensional home of the archangels, for they are the ascended masters of the horse kingdom and are pregnant with magic to awaken the love of the beloved by using their magical talisman. Their horns are instruments of love designed like a wand to touch the heart of the devotee and to ignite each soul with the fire of loving initiation and infinite possibility. The unicorn's purity is legendary, often relishing the company of an exquisite virgin, with their spiraling horns healing any disease or disharmony within the 3 kingdoms of the animal, vegetable, or mineral worlds. Gaze deeply into the icon and see that Zadkiel, the divine comforter, overshadows the unicorn, providing you with a special comfort and love through the heart sigil. Are you dislodged from the equanimity of your soul's counsel? If so, use the unicorn's warm embrace to reconfigure the connection with your soul. Zadkiel's heart drenching you with divine fire, the greatest elixir you can experience. So, perhaps, this could very well be, your beloved. This could be a twin flame situation here. And as we know, with twin flames, there are lessons to be learned, and nobody's a victim. Nobody's a victim in this situation, even though we may feel like it. They want you to retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So they want you and this person to, get together, have conversations, heart-to-heart conversations, figure out where the other one is coming from, figure out where you both stand, figure out if you can move forward together. Yes, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So again, this could be, a karmic situation, soulmate, twin flame. And they want you to trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So whatever it is, my dear, it's all good. Whatever it is. So we need to get out of our own thoughts and not think the worst. Although, like I said, I'm not preaching to the choir, because I'm going through the same thing. So when I deliver these messages to people, it's kind of like I need to hear it too, because I'm the same way. It's hard. It's hard because, again, we're on the 3D. We feel on the 3D. The spiritual realm could be telling me, oh yeah, this person's great, he's changed, he's whatever, but then there's still that human part of me. Even though I might know that this is my twin flame, even though I might know all these things, it's still, we don't want to be hurt. Nobody wants to be hurt again. And usually this stuff usually is very painful situations. And we have fear. We fear going through it all again. We fear feeling that, like, devastation that comes with very deep love. And, when people do things that are hurtful. And for me, this, like I said, this tarot stuff is fabulous, because sometimes we need that spiritual guidance. We need the ones that can see things that we can't, just to ease our minds and ease our hearts in regards to those, ruminating thoughts that go around and around and around, that keep us or keep these relationships from coming together again. Because we put up these blocks when we throw out fear or worry, or, worrying about the future because we're associating the future with the past, instead of just being present. Try to be as present as you can. Be open to communication. Hear the other person out, because people can change, people can learn, and people can grow. And if this is your, twin flame or something, that's why you're here, for these lessons. And then you have peace of mind. They want you to have peace of mind. It's a healing card. It's a water crystal oracle. So in regards to all of this, they don't want you to worry. They want you to trust. You know, don't feel like a victim. It's all learning experience. Sylvanus? The writing is squirrely on here, so it's hard to read. But this is a fairy oracle. And I'm going to read you what it says. Sylvanus, truth, cutting through deception and clarity. At this time, you are discovering new truths about yourself. They are essential for you to know in order to create relationships based on mutual respect, affection, and trust. These things can only work if we see ourselves and others as we are. Currently, both fairy and this world are functioning as a giant mirror in which we see ourselves in many surprising ways. People tend to dread this because we assume that we are worse than we think we are, but this is far from necessarily true. Now is the time for finding out the false and misleading beliefs you have accepted and discovering that you are a better person than you thought and have the potential to accomplish more than you believed you could. If someone says you are better or simply different than you think you are, don't automatically reject this. Think it over carefully. You have more to give and more to enjoy than you have been giving yourself credit for. So again, there's that false, false and misleading beliefs. And that's where that falsita is. And maybe the dark-haired woman is, maybe this is just, our thinking about the situation. Maybe we're feeling like a victim in this situation, and we're struggling with trying to figure out a way to be open to this reunion, to try to have the strength to deal with this again. And I said, I feel you, sister. I said, I'm in the same boat. But the universe is telling you, don't worry. Don't worry. They've been telling me that too, but I know we still do, right? That's why we come here. We check out the tarot. We keep needing to hear it over and over again. Like, oh, tell me again. Should I? Shouldn't I? I said, I feel you. I feel you. But either way, you said it's all good, and I wish you luck in all of this. And please comment. I love to hear other people's journeys. Please like, share, in case you know someone else who might need to hear the message. And, I said, good luck with this. Good luck with this. You're in good hands. The universe is watching you and watching over this situation. So I thank you, and I will see you again next time. Take care.